Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about the game Survival Shelter, and we're going to give you some tips, tricks, and strategies to make progress in the game. So, first of all, this game is one where you kind of have to watch the ad videos in battle in order to actually win most of them. So, if you don't want to watch ad videos, I guess abandon hope, all ye who enter here. But with upgrades to your characters, you can get a little bit of success going, and even have half a chance to win without ad videos. So, after you lose on a battle, you will get upgrade cards for your characters, but you'll only get like one at a time. You'll get coins, though, which can be important for beating or for upgrading enemy or upgrading your characters rather. You can actually get typically more of these upgrade cards by sweeping levels, and while sweeping does cost 5 energy apiece, it only takes 1 minute for energy to be recovered, so you quite literally have full recovery within 20 minutes. Plus, you can use those coins that you get over here to upgrade your guys, like the medic, the engineer, etc., etc. Now, the character's rarity is ranked as either typically bronze, silver, or gold, although there's not really any sort of rarity in the game because there's no gacha system. You unlock later characters by beating certain stages. For example, clear stage 4, you get the laser shooter. Stage 5, you get the bugle corps. Stage 5, also you get the chainsaw maid. Stage 6, the mine expert. Stage 7, the bombarder. So, beat some levels, and then you get some tougher characters. Maybe you'll have a little more of a shot at winning without ad videos after that. Now, every day, be sure to go over to the shop. You got your daily rewards, such as getting diamonds for free, which you can watch 3 ad videos a day to get free diamonds. There's some offers where you can get upgrade pieces by watching ad videos, like today's with the engineer up there. A bunch of them that cost gems, as you can see here, the war advisor, the assaulter, the shotgunner, and of course, a stamina refill, although the stamina refill is a bad purchase because you get a free refill of gems of stamina within 20 minutes anyways, so why spend 60 gems on it? Also, once a day, you got a free standard chest that you can claim. And you got an ad video offer once a day for a free mega chest, which has way more of those upgrade pieces and also a lot of coins. And the mega chest, if you got 200 gems, that arguably is one of the things that's worth spending some gems on. Matter of fact, the standard chest, I would say, is probably slightly worth a little more spending gems on, because you spend 30 gems, you get all these, whereas you spend 15, 10, 30 gems up there and you get upgrade pieces for only 1 character at a time and no extra coins. So I'm going to do one more gem purchase on the standard chest, see what I get. Then you get 10 free ad video offers a day for gold, and of course gold, highly necessary in order to do your upgrades. There's not a whole lot in the way of quests in the game, so until the developers decide to add some quests, that's probably a primary way to grind for gold coins. Of course, you can sweep levels, you can earn these chests as you pass certain waves, so even if you lose a battle, you can still get these chests if you make it to a far enough wave. Back to the upgrade area. Now we got upgrades for both the medic and the war advisor, at least we got enough upgrade pieces to do so, but not enough coins. So more coin grinding is going to be necessary. Then, of course, with the medic, we've got enough coins and enough upgrade pieces, but still not the option to upgrade. Go figure there. Probably a glitch. You got VIP offers. Purchase one of them to get 300 diamonds. Max stamina goes up to 40. Claim extra daily rewards, and it's a monthly charge. And then the permanent card. Skip ads and get rewards. Claim extra daily rewards. Now, I don't believe it is unlimited ad skips. I believe it's a limited number of ad skips that you can claim per day. Plus, you got packs in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. 99-cent pack, starter one. That gets you certain rewards, such as new characters, or at least upgrades for characters that you already have. As you can see, day 2, the mortar shooter is one of them. Day 1, 15 ad skips. That's pretty good. As well as upgrade pieces and coins. Premium pack, that's $10. You get a laser shooter with purchase, as well as pieces for other characters to be upgraded, and a whole buttload of coins and gems. Champion 1, even more coins and gems. 10 keys, and the I believe that's for the dungeons that come later on in the game, as well as even more characters and upgrades for the characters. So still doesn't want to let me upgrade the medic. Go figure there. But we're going to go to stage 4, City Ruins, and do a little playthrough for you. So City Ruins, here we go. And as you can see, we're already back up to 15 energy from the 9 that we started with. So let's place the characters. We got our sniper there. Now the sniper and the shotgunner, and then our pistol shooter. Now the pistol shooter only takes up 1 square, but as she gets upgraded, she becomes a lot more valuable. So the first upgrade level, 198 life, 17 damage. Second upgrade level, 297 life, 26 damage. And then just like also for the machine gunner, or the assaulter rather, 12 damage, 484. That's up to 18 damage and 726. And unfortunately, no room for our mortar shooter there. So, you know what? We're going to watch an ad video. We're going to hit slots ×2. I'm going to stop this video in order to watch the ad video and then come back to it. Okay, I lied. I watched 2 ad videos in order to add 2 of these extra square things. But watch this. It is certainly worth it. You can put them down, and then you can move the entire initial square back. Moving it back gives your characters a little more room to shoot zombies before they start getting attacked by zombies themselves. So we're going to hit confirm. We're going to make some space to drop our mortar shooter. Hit fight. Now in the early rounds, try not to use the energy and boost. Try not to use the performance boost. Try to conserve your energy and let it continue to build up. Now, your health in each round is the combination of the health for all of your characters. Let's go 30 silver now. See that fast forward button in the top right corner? This is an interesting offer that I don't see too much in some other games. You can watch an ad to speed up the battle ×2. But if you do that 10 times, then you'll unlock a permanent 2x speed boost. You can move characters that you already have in order to make room for others. Let's re-roll. Merge characters again. I can't do any more merges unless I want to watch yet another ad video, so I'm going to do this. Now, the merge from gray to green is a pretty simple and easy one to do. One that is common. Of course, you can also replace a gray character with a green character. You can merge characters down here and then bring them up here to merge. So that would be an easy way to get blue and purple type characters without having to watch yet another ad video. Let's fight. Now, different zombies, of course, have different characteristics. The traffic cone heads seem to have more hit points and defense than the standard walking zombies. Let's see. I don't have any of these characters on there right now, but I plan to get a medic at some point. Let's do it. Medics are useful because they can restore health. War advisors are useful because they can gradually get you more silver. Now, no room for the medic right now. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's fight again. So if you got room to put war advisors down, place them in the front, because it quite literally doesn't matter if zombies kill them. They still come back on the next round, and they will keep earning you silver. Let's see. Damage for every member of the battlefield, yes. However, put medics toward the back, though, so that they can continue restoring the health of your base and your characters in general without getting killed. Once again, no room for anything. And once again, an ad video offer. This is pretty much a prime example of you're going to have to watch ad videos in order to keep upgrading. Now, if you don't mind watching ad videos, you can upgrade blues to purples pretty easily and eventually win the round. Or you can try to raw dog it as much as possible, basically. Let's see. You can increase health. The recommended power-up isn't always the one that you want to go with, but in this case, I'm going to go with that one. Sometimes the blue and purple grade power-ups get a little too cute and are a little too specific. Now, this is a good instance where we can use the performance boost when we're actively under attack. But don't use it before you have to. Another 3 squares pop up that are cordoned off by ad video, so we're going to go ahead and do those because it seems like right now that's about the only way to win. All right, we're back with more squares. Arguably, more squares is more important to use your ad video watches on than more advanced characters are, because it's a little easier to merge them than it is to find squares to put them in. All right, so we're going to move people around, get another one of our snipers in there. Snipers, extremely good for fighting bosses. Let's merge these two, whatever they're called, the handgun, the pistol users. Reroll. Merge that one. And I think we are ready to fight. So, shotgunners, really good against bosses. Assaulters, really good against bosses because of their fast firing rate. The mortar shooters are good against mobs, but kind of mediocre against bosses. So your strategies against mobs and bosses will be a little bit different, but they have to go together. Pistol fires an additional shot. Let's do that. Now, obviously, pistol shooter a little bit less powerful. All right, let's get these guys out of here. I consider that to be a good use of something. I don't know. I consider that to be a good use of the speed boost when you're in imminent danger, basically. But using the speed boost before that, a bit wasteful. Reload time of assault rifles, pistol critical hits, assault rifles, damage. Let's do damage. In that case, I agree with the recommended one. And you can use just brief bouts of the speed boost in order to protect a character from imminent danger. Those end up getting revived pretty damn quickly, so they're pretty smart to use. Let's merge these two, then merge them. Let's see if we can make room. Yes, we can make room for a medic. Stick the war guy in there, the war advisor, so that we can get a few extra silver pieces and see if we can do anything else. Right now we cannot. Let's fight. I think we already made some half decent progress there. But we're still going to have to keep protecting the mortar shooter, because oftentimes her aim is completely insane. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that in a bad way. All members' performance speed up. I like the power-ups that affect all members. Especially when you get a power-up that increases damage by a certain percentage or hit points by a certain percentage for each member that you have on the board. Get that one. That one's a really good one. All right. Do I roll with it, or do I use... You know what? I'm going to use the squares again. Of course, in this level, they don't give you anything as far as free squares go, so you're kind of just going to have to make do with the ad videos sometimes. But that's okay. And hey, we got a blue mortar without having to watch videos, so you know what? Bully for us. Lots of traffic cone zombies in this wave. Now there's 15 waves in this level. We're on wave 8, so that's the progress that we have so far. Let's knock out the fast guys. Ooh, 2% damage for every member on the battlefield is an excellent one. Now we just try to keep as many on the battlefield as we can. And save our mortar shooter from getting smoked. All right, there we go. Can we do anything here? Yes. Sniper level up. Sniper merge. Unfortunately, can't make any room for that mortar shooter, but that's all right. Now, in this instance, our mortar shooter once again is being jeopardized by those fast dudes. Uh-oh. But it looks like our medic is coming through and healing her. So that medic is nice to have. Assault rifles, reload. I don't like any of these. I'm pretty straightforward here. I like the damage upgrades and I like the health upgrades. That's where I go as far as which upgrades I prefer. Ooh, free squares. That is absolutely a good thing. Not enough of those to go around in this game. So we're going to put another assaulter, another pistol shooter, and we're going to get a shotgunner, another shotgunner. Or do we want another medic? We can merge medics, of course. Shotgun, pistol shooter, pistol shooter, pistol shooter, purple pistol shooter. No more rerolls there, but that puts us off to a real nice start. So let's go. So gradual and incremental boosts here. You may notice that there is a glitch in the wave number in the top left corner. So it means to say wave 10, but for some reason in this game, the wave count stops after the first digit. So from here to wave 15, it'll just say wave 1. Shotgun spray 4 pellets is somewhat of an overpowered upgrade. I like that one. All right, keep aiming correctly, mortar shooter, and we won't have any problems. And there goes the mortar shooter. Thankfully, we got our pistol shooter and our shotgunner up there, the purple ones that seem to be making short work of this boss. And the medic, keeping my people healthy. All right, so now it's going to be mobs only for this stage rather. So let's see what we can gin up. Oh, you know what? I can fit another medic. Nothing from that one. But this should be plenty right now. Now the medic is probably going to prove to be invaluable to our efforts. Let's get one of our shotgunners out of danger, or try to. Looks like the medic is keeping her healed pretty well though. And enemies' movement speed decrease. I like that one. Unfortunately, it looks like these cone heads are pretty tough. Thank goodness we got a mortar shooter. And I think we can do this one without having to get more squares. Yes, it is possible to do it without more squares. You just have to kind of buckle down. We're gonna go with it. This is what, wave 12, I'm pretty sure. Those fast zombies are the bane of my existence. Sorry about the wind noise. If there is wind noise, I'm recording outside and I forgot my headphones. So, unfortunately, there is just a little bit of wind noise. But you know what? That's all right. We'll make it work. 5% all members' health. Nah, 30 silver now. I want to see what upgrades I can get with all that silver. Now, this one is a little dicey. But we got him. And we got a free square. So let's put another pistol shooter there. Reroll. Upgrade the pistol shooter. Reroll. Another free square. Another pistol shooter. Reroll. Look what we can do now. So let's get yet another shotgunner in. See what happens. Now we've actually got some firepower working, so maybe we can allow the speed bar to rebuild a little bit. Just hope that our mortar shooter doesn't get in any real danger. Uh-oh, the cone heads are coming. So much for rebuilding the speed bar. But we're safe. So let's see what else we can do. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Another mortar. Upgrade, upgrade. Not quite anything we can do right now, but that's all right. Now, in an ideal world, I would want my my war planner up front, or my war advisor, to soak up some damage, but my squares are a little bit of a weird shape, so you know what? You do what you got to do. Also, by the way, your squares, if you add new squares, they don't necessarily have to touch the old squares. Yes, it's better if they do, but they don't necessarily have to. All right, let's get it. Let's see how these, how this double mortar attack does. Got to protect them. Luckily, we got 2 medics. There goes one of them. There goes the other one. We may be cooked on this round. Our purples are hanging around a little longer than I expected. Sniper rifle, critical every 3 shots. I kind of like that. That'll be good for bosses. If we get to another boss, which we're not going to. I'm not going to bother watching the video to revive because right now, I don't care. This has been a long enough video. But we did make it to wave 10 and got 3 pieces out of it instead of the usual 1 piece. So, back out of there. Open that chest. Got our energy back and 200 coins, so now we can upgrade. Oh, we can upgrade the medic apparently. So that one, for whatever reason, cost us 400 coins, even though it said 200. So if the coins are grayed out, then that's why, because the game's coin count that it costs for an upgrade is wrong. All right. One other fun thing in the top left corner, you see the little controller icon that says more. That's some mini games that you can play that resemble games that you may have played in the ads. It won't immediately tell you which ones are unlocked. You kind of got to tap them to figure it out. The earliest one that unlocks, which unlocks after clearing stage 4, is bridge defense, which looks like this. Probably looks like the games you played in the ads. Now, these are just mini games. They won't earn you any special rewards for playing them. They're just kind of there for fun. Obviously, you choose which upgrade you want and then pursue it. I'm going to try maxing out the bullet because what the hell? Because everything in this game is made up and the points don't matter, right? Just like whose line is it anyway? Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of different strategies for each of these games that you play. So choose your upgrades wisely. Upgrade the attack speed when you can. Upgrade this when you can, etc. All right. Thank you for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe, and let us know if you want to see us cover anything else about this game, Shelter Survival, or Survival Shelter, or whatever it's called.